Yo,
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
All right.
ready.
All right, guys. So I told you guys that whilst traveling, I will meet a lot of interesting people, and we'll try to try different type of workouts, and also like I want us to get the best that we can get from everywhere. So my guy here is celebrity trainer, but I'll let him introduce himself because the accolades are too much. And I think like today is very important that we can, catch his brain a little bit. Me personally, I've been following him on Instagram for a long time.
Yeah.
So I've learned some things from him as well. And today we had the benefit to already train in the, in the gym.
It's a good one.
Yes, So can you please introduce yourself to the audience so at least they know your background?
Okay. So my name is Emmanuel Dakwampedu. I'm known as Worms Incredible on Instagram.
Okay.
So I'm a personal trainer. I've had the privilege of training some big names here in Ghana.
Right.
I've trained Jocelyn. I've trained Sarkodie. Yeah, and I have clients that I work with, and I'm also a software developer.
Okay.
So I build mobile applications and web applications, and I'm just trying to make it in Ghana.
Yeah. So that seems like a lot on your plate because I think like you probably have heard this often, like in every time you talk to people about fitness and stuff, a lot of people will say they don't have time to train because they are working.
Yeah.
You seem to be working like full time, like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
How do you still manage to work being like a software developer, and then also like be a personal trainer for like celebrities, for example, and then also be able to train yourself? Like that's a lot.
So I think it boils down to passion.
Right.
The passion is what the passion does is the passion. Whenever you get rewarded, the body has something called a dopamine.
Okay.
That is actually secreted. So the dopamine is that sense of, it gives you that reward sense. So whenever you're doing something you're passionate about, you're always releasing dopamine. So dopamine also numbs pain.
Right.
It numbs tiredness.
Okay.
So if you have that, like you don't even realize you're doing something, it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, and I would say this, I'm also a quantity surveyor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to work with a construction company in Tema.
Okay.
And that was when I started my fitness journey. So I was working out like 2013, 2014. So
that's a little over a decade ago.
Yeah, a little over a decade ago. I was working there, and that was I'd come out of uni fresh, and I got a job there.
Right.
And whilst working, I just before working I was working out.
Okay.
So while I was working, I realized I wasn't really making time for workout.
Sure.
And I made a conscious effort. I need to make time for workout.
Yeah.
So I decided to make time for workout, and I realized whenever I work, after work, I'm able to go straight to the gym and train.
Okay.
It was easy, seamless.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And something happened at work, and I think there was a little bit of misunderstanding. So I was suspended for a month.
Okay.
It was entirely not my fault.
Right.
You get me? So I was suspended for a month, and during that month, I decided to let me see if I can get a client to train.
Okay.
Because prior to that, I was doing some learning. I was on YouTube. I was doing some research on the human body, how you can build muscle, how you can lose fat. So I was doing the research while I was working at the construction company.
Okay.
So then I got a client, and I trained the client, and it was a good 1 month. I went back to work, and I was working, and I realized, I have passion for trainers.
Yeah.
I have passion for training.
So like they say, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
right? It was good that you got laid off.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that put you on the path to discover the new passion.
Then I was like, no, let me just, because at that time was the client that I had. Okay, I had one client, but I said in my mind, if I'm able to get 5 clients of that, 1 hour every day, 5 clients, I'll be making way more than what I'm making.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, let me just go into this. I stopped, I went into it, and I'm here.
Okay, but that's nice. But you know, like I want to take you back a little bit because you know, obviously you've been training, like you've been really doing fitness a little over a decade ago.
Yeah.
Why fitness though? Because I think in Ghana, if you think about 10 years ago, working out in the gym and stuff like that, it wasn't common, right?
Yeah.
So what was like
What
your
pushed me
inspiration? Yeah, what pushed you to go into fitness like a decade ago?
See, I would say passion.
Okay.
So the passion actually, or what made me want to work out, started back when I was in uni, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I had a girlfriend at that time.
Okay.
And, my ex, she saw a guy's physique, right? And she was like, I thought I was very skinny.
Okay.
So like, yeah, this guy, I like his physique. I like the physique. I was like, really?
Yeah.
But you know, at the back of my mind, I was like, Charlie, I can't stay skinny, man.
Yeah. So that was a good motivation.
Yeah, that was a good motivation.
Right,
so that was what kept me going.
Right,
I was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to get big. I'm going to get.
Yeah.
But I was very skinny.
Yeah. No, I can understand.
Very, very skinny and tall, lanky. So I started working out. Working out. That's where it started.
Yeah. So when you started to see the results, you started to get more motivated
and
to do
that was in 2010.
Okay.
Right, and I'm good. 2010.
Yeah.
So then, fast forward, so I was doing, it wasn't really much. Then I went to do my service 2011.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to train over there too.
Okay.
I came back.
Yeah.
Then it started.
Right.
I got a job.
Yeah.
And I was doing it here and there, but yeah. So that's how it started.
So like, you know, with your physique, you could have easily passed for like a military guy in the country or stuff like that. So why didn't you go there? Into military.
Probably I didn't really know much about it.
Because I think like in Ghana also, like when like you have the type of physique that you have, I think, you know, I've been in the military in Finland, right? And I always said to my friends there that, you know, if I was in Ghana, I never would have made it because I'm pretty small. But Finland is like a national service, so every citizen should have some type of you know, training. But I always say, like in Ghana, the physique is, you know, like almost like a requirement, right?
You know, when I became huge, when I became buff and all that, and I was speaking to one military guy, and he was like, "It is better to enter Ghana military, with no physique, than to enter with physique.
Okay.
If you enter with physique, you are dead. They will F you up.
Right.
Because the thing is, when you enter with physique, it's more like, you think, bro, in 1 month is even plenty. In 2 weeks, they'll drain the league. They'll drain your soul out of it.
Right. But
so getting into like having a big physique and then going into military like a fresher,
has this
Charlie, it would worry you, Charlie. You don't want that.
But how is the fitness in Ghana though? Like how is the fitness industry in Ghana at the moment?
At the moment, it's good.
Because I think like you guys are also like some of the pioneers also of bringing Ghana fitness to Instagram on the forefront.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because like I think there used to be one guy, I don't remember his name anymore, but he used to have like 1 million followers like back in the days. I forgot his name. Like
Dovis.
Yes, Dovis.
Dovis is some solid guy.
Dovis. So I think like when we started to see guys from Ghana on Instagram, so Dovis was
Charlie.
Obviously one of the guys.
Dovis was the first guys who cracked down on Instagram.
Exactly.
You know, most people go through Instagram just going through it. They don't really understand how to do it.
Right.
Dovis understood it.
Okay.
So I used to have conversations with him and he understood it. Like he knows what people want to watch. He knows how to get them to keep watching.
Right.
And he's doing well for himself. The last time I spoke with him, he's doing well. I really don't want to say everything.
Yeah, of course.
He's actually doing well. He has a son, he has a wife.
Right.
They're doing well. Yeah. And Charlie, the guy is solid.
Because I remember like, you know, like I said, even me, when I lived in Ghana, so every time when I saw a guy who's like buffed with great physique, like even I was a kid, I always thought like, okay, when I grow up, I want to be like this, right? Yeah. But there was no inspiration or motivation around because it was not something that people talked about. Like when you saw some guy in your neighborhood who was like really muscular. People said like he's a bodyguard or security guard or stuff
Budo
like that. Blow man, you know. So it's not something that you really want to passionately aspire to.
Yeah.
But I always like admired the physique. So I remember like when in Europe it was pretty common that people went to the gym, right?
Yeah.
And then when I saw like Dovis, and then I start to see the other guys, then obviously I saw you, then I followed you immediately. Then I start to see like Sammy, you know, and the other guys. So I was like, okay, now the fitness landscape is, you know, changing a little bit in Ghana, because the more people see it on Instagram, then the more easy it is for them to, you know, want to aspire to be that, because now they can know like this is a positive thing.
Yeah.
And like you also, because you've had the possibility to train like, you know, Sarkodie, who is like almost one of the biggest artists in the country.
Yeah.
So that also, you know, gives people a little bit the understanding that this is not only for bodyguards, you know, like, you know, it's like there's more health benefit. So how is the industry in Ghana at the moment?
So the industry in Ghana is good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of people who are now understanding what fitness is about.
Okay.
They're also understanding the worth of personal trainers.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
Right.
Because previously there are certain amount you can't charge because it's personal trainer.
Yeah.
But they realize they can't do it themselves. They realize there's something that a personal trainer offers that you cannot do it yourself. Right? The accountability, the push, the drive, the motivation, and the know-how.
Right.
How to warm up adequately before the workout.
Exactly.
How to cool down. How to stretch. What meals to eat, and so now
progress.
The progress reports and everything, like your progress, your photos that they take and they compare it, and they're like they're always in your neck. So that's one thing that you're definitely paying for.
Right.
Accountability. And fitness right now is in Ghana is solid. It's really
you know, come to think of it, right? So when I've been in Ghana now, I've seen like for breakfast, people will eat like fufu or banku. You know, people like eat really heavy meals, you know, for breakfast. So for somebody like you, you have been shredded for a very long time. So I don't think like you can eat as a regular Ghanaian, right?
Okay.
So how is the eating for you? Like, are you doing some type of intermittent fasting and stuff like that? Because I see that.
I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Definitely, I'm doing that, and every human being needs to do that. Like it's very important.
Right.
It's you know, it's eating every. So I grew up thinking in order to build muscle. Right. In order to not say be huge. Be huge, you have to eat a lot. If you want to be huge, you have to eat a lot. But that isn't healthy. Eating a lot.
Yeah.
So technically, being huge, in my opinion, isn't really healthy.
Yeah.
But having lean muscle,
right,
is very healthy.
Yeah.
Because with being huge, you can add all sorts of things to it. And mind you, all these things you are adding, your kidneys will have to filter them out.
Yeah. Sure.
Your kidneys will have to be working.
Sure.
And the more you're eating, the more your kidneys are working. And just like a worker, you can run the worker to the ground. You can always exhaust the worker. You can exhaust your kidneys. So the question is eating like a regular Ghanaian. So with me, I'm an ectomorph. I think right now I'm becoming I'm morphing right now because of marriage. I've been morphing. But I'm an ectomorph, and so I generally burn fat a lot. I generally have a high calorie metabolism. My metabolism is very high.
Right.
So even when I'm sleeping, my metabolism is high. So I'm generally lean. Because I'm a slim person. I'm generally, so building muscle is difficult for me.
Okay. Got it.
I don't know. So back then I could eat anything. And I'm okay. But knowing what I know now, back then I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Because now, when you're growing, right, your body isn't as effective as it used to be.
Yes, that's a fact.
I'm not young. So my body isn't as effective. So I can't be eating what I used to eat. Right now, what I used to eat, when I eat it, my body just tells me, hey, change it. You don't need that in your system. It will tell me instantly. So currently
Yeah.
I'm fasting more,
Okay, got it.
right? And I'm doing more lean meat. So
Right.
not lean meat.
Yeah.
Meat you can have the fat. It's
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not lean meat. It's
Yeah.
actually I'm doing more meat,
Yes.
more
Steak.
eggs,
Right.
steak.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Steak. Some steaks are expensive. I'm
Yeah.
not doing the expensive one. I'm doing. Yeah. I'm trying to find affordability.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm doing that, and I'm doing eggs,
Okay.
sweet potatoes.
Mhm.
There's one thing about sweet potatoes.
Mhm.
I always say this:
Yeah.
sweet potatoes is carbs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's more complex
Yeah.
than simple.
So healthy carbs.
So, yeah, healthy carbs.
Yeah.
But it's weird in the sense that once you eat sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
you feel the energy instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it got me thinking, how is it? Because simple carbs that breaks down easily,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But simple carbs doesn't give your body the chance to burn it before it stores as fat.
Okay.
But sweet potato goes straight into, I don't know what it is, but it just goes straight into your muscle. It is
Yeah.
used up by the body,
Okay.
and it doesn't store as fat as easily as simple carbs.
Right.
So I feel sweet potatoes is like the superfood of all carbs.
Yeah. So that's really funny that you said that, because I have a friend of mine who used to call sweet potatoes feel good potatoes,
Okay.
because she was explaining to me that sweet potato has some vitamins called B12.
Okay.
So they make you like feel good. So she's the one who introduced me.
Yeah,
to-
you actually feel good when you eat sweet potatoes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So having sweet potatoes, like for me, an hour before the workout.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So that's like some
Ooh.
like working
yeah.
calories.
So sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
I give this to my clients. I'm going to do it free. But, so sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet potatoes, eggs.
Yeah.
With me, I would, for someone starting off as a client,
Yeah.
right? Someone who is relatively new to working out and dieting, sweet potatoes, scrambled eggs with butter
Okay.
and avocado
Okay.
before your workout is the
Yeah.
best.
Nice. You know what? I want to ask you this question, right? So I did a video on my YouTube like I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and then I was trying to explain how people used to work out in Ghana when I lived here.
Yeah.
So then it was just like pretty much if you go to some neighborhood gym, there was bench because
Okay.
that's all they had.
Yeah.
And then they will use the same bar to do like arms.
Yeah.
And then even sometimes maybe shoulder presses
Yeah.
and then dumbbells. Then they will do some legs and stuff like that. So literally that was initially when I started to work out, that is all I knew until now when I see other guys doing like isolation exercise, and so then I've switched. So for you guys, how have you guys managed to transition from just doing chest, arms and leg presses to right now training like when I was training with you now,
Yeah.
some of the techniques that you were showing me,
Yeah,
they are
the
even foreign to
upper
me,
rows and all that.
exactly. So how have you guys been able to do that type of transition?
I think it's more of education, like just. So when I was starting, I used to, as I said, I used to read on how
Yeah.
to train and everything,
Yeah.
watch YouTube. So back then I used to follow. I still follow him though. Simon Panda.
Yeah, me too. Ulysses.
Yeah.
Mike
you know,
Rashid.
Vincent Obi.
Yeah, Vincent Obi.
That guy. I used to follow, and
yeah.
he had this. I don't know if he still does it. It's been long I went on his YouTube, but he has. Back then he had this YouTube where he used to put out maybe if he's doing shoulders, he's doing biceps. So that was why I learned split, the workout split,
okay.
maybe chest day, shoulders, or this. So I used to follow them a lot, and that was how it shaped me.
Okay.
So I feel that was it.
Yeah, so I think like pretty much we have learned from pretty similar guys, because
exactly.
remember like 8 years ago on Instagram there wasn't many people who were doing fitness
Ulysses,
on Instagram.
Simon Panda, Vincent Obi.
Joseph Rakish and this guy Zach Smith Fitness from Australia.
Okay, I haven't heard that guy too, but there was this guy, this Russian guy.
Lazar Angelov.
That guy was. That guy was everyone's.
I'm telling you, like
his physique
was insane for sure.
It got to a point I thought it was like a toy or something. I saw him speak. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So Lazar, for sure. So I think
Angelo.
Yeah. So
where is he now though?
Now I think the last time I saw on social media he was having some complications. because I think he had like he was having injury after injury after injury.
Oh, okay.
And you know, the thing with fitness is like
That's
sometimes
crazy.
this is all we have. So
Yeah.
when you start to lose it, it start to affect a little bit your mental
Oh, okay.
health. So I think like he was having some problems.
crazy.
Yeah, I think like during the COVID. So I mean, he was posting on his page that he was going through like a lot because he didn't, you know, like he was trying to figure out like new meaning to life because literally all he had was fitness. So I haven't heard much about him
That's
since then,
crazy.
but hopefully, you know, like he figured it out. But you know, it was a little bit sad to see like our childhood hero
Yeah.
going through, you know, those type
That's
of
crazy.
yeah. But anyway, we hope, you know, we wish the best for everybody. Yeah.
definitely.
So, like I said, you're one of the pioneers of, you know, Ghana Fitness.
Mm.
You have your clothing brand as well.
Yes.
How is the business?
It's good.
Yeah, I think I'm sure that is a conversation for another day.
Yeah, but it's very good. It's
Okay.
it's very, very good.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I've had the privilege of working with quite a few celebrities
Okay,
who
okay.
wore it, and
Right.
so, and I've had the privilege of speaking to people
Mhm.
who knew people who purchased or who
Okay.
knew people who spoke about the brand. And
Right.
the reviews are top.
I believe.
Like I think that's down to one,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's down to two, the type of branding I put out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
on my
yeah,
social media, and three, the quality of the apparel.
Yeah. And you have, I mean, obviously you are very focused, resilient,
Yeah,
determined.
exactly.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yeah, passion, for
Passion.
sure.
When you're passionate, because it's not. Trust me, the apparel. I wouldn't say I've always been like I've made substantial profits. No,
Okay.
but what I'm trying to do is, you
Yeah.
know, when you're starting off business,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying out.
For sure.
We're trying this
sure.
and doing that, and
Yeah.
I would say my wife
Mhm.
has really helped with the business side.
Yeah.
So back then I wasn't really. It was all of passion, putting passion out there,
Right.
doing.
So you didn't think
and-
about the
and
business
I
aspect.
didn't think
of
about
it.
the
Right,
business
got it,
aspect
got
that
it,
much.
Got it.
She came in and she
Yeah.
was like, "Nah, you need to do this. You need to
Yeah.
do that."
Yeah.
She dropped proposal.
Yeah.
She dropped the business plan. You
Yeah.
get a business.
Yeah.
She's a chartered accountant. so,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
She was able to
Right.
pattern challenge.
That's why they say behind every successful man.
That is one thing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
When I met her the
Yeah.
first time, right,
Mm.
she was just she was like any other girl.
Right.
There wasn't. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
around there.
Sure.
Tall,
Sure.
like tall, almost
Sure.
my height.
Sure.
Her eyes,
Right.
Charlie.
Right.
But almost every other girl has that.
Mm.
Almost every
For
other
sure.
girl. But there was one thing that made me get attached to her.
Mm.
My well-being
Mhm.
was the most important thing
Right.
to her,
Right.
because
And that's
the
what
thing is-
wives are
Yes,
supposed to be, right?
because the thing is,
Yeah.
when your well-being is the most important to them, right?
Yeah.
When they are able to get you
Yeah.
to that point, in turn you look after them. That's what
Sure,
it is. You are the man. You're supposed to look after them.
Right.
So she was all about the business. Let's do this. Let's do that. I've dated a lot.
Mhm.
Most of them didn't do that.
Yeah, you didn't get that support.
No, I didn't get that kind of support, no.
Got it.
But she was. See, sometimes I can be slacking and she'll get angry.
Yeah.
That I'm slacking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow, I like this.
Yeah, that's
Cool
one
down,
for the
fire.
keeps.
You know, yeah, yeah.
For sure,
So I kept it.
For sure, bro. I think definitely, you know, you have so much experience in the fitness industry, and I really want to make sure that, you know, the viewers or
Yeah.
anybody who gets the opportunity to watch this video gets the best out of you.
Yeah.
But we know like time is very limited on your side,
Yeah.
so we have to do a part 2
Yeah,
so that we
definitely.
can, you know, get more
definitely.
into your brain and, you know, try to,
Definitely,
you
I'm
know,
down.
get the juice out of you.
I'm down.
But before you leave today, I want you to give like a little piece of advice to the viewers about fitness, the benefit of fitness,
Yeah.
and how, you know, personally, I believe that everything that you do, fitness helps it. You
Yeah.
know, whether you are like like
95,
whoever
yeah.
you are, an
Yeah.
architect, a movie actor, producer, anybody. I think like everything that you do, especially if you are doing creative work,
Yeah.
then fitness helps you.
Yeah.
So I want you to give a little bit of advice
Yeah.
to the viewers and tell them also where they can find you in case they want to follow you or something like that.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram, Worms_incredible,
Right.
and the brand is Worms Aesthetics.
Okay.
Hey, Worms Aesthetics. Yeah.
Okay.
One advice that I'll give, right, is today I posted something on my story. It's about the two old people, right? One had been working out his whole life, one hasn't been.
Okay.
And they were all 70.
Yeah.
Right? One was able to spend time with his grandson, was able to go watch a soccer match with his son, was able to do what a normal you would do.
Grandpa. Yeah.
Not even a normal grandpa, what a normal, ordinary person should do.
Okay.
The other was in the hospital in a chair being wheeled around, being fed.
Choices.
Yeah. And it's all fitness related.
Right.
Your meals, your workout, every single thing. One advice I'll give people is workout.
Sure.
Just be active every single day. Once you are eating, you need to burn stuff out.
Sure.
Workout. Right? Your meals. Stop eating complex meals.
Okay. Fast foods.
Stop eating complex meals.
Right,
Keep it simple.
Right.
Keep it simple. I watch Eddie Abiu a lot.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's the controversial.
Oh my God, that guy.
Yeah.
But that guy is solid. Everything he says.
Yeah.
Right? He's not even. It's okay. Sometimes he would exaggerate it.
Yeah. Just to piss
To
people
get
off.
abused. Yeah,
Right,
just to
right.
piss people off and get abused. But everything he says is the truth. No, that guy is solid. The meat that he talks about is the truth. Eggs.
Yeah.
Meat, steak, eggs, sweet potatoes.
Right.
Right? He said something, right? Back in the day, right, human beings, like our forefathers, they weren't eating, like they weren't always eating carbs.
Yeah, because it was not available all the time.
No, not necessarily that. In Africa, it's always available. Carbs, it's always available.
Yeah.
But they were only eating, not even only eating.
Yeah.
They were eating carbs,
Yeah.
but they were doing a lot of strenuous work.
Yeah. Physical activity.
They were going to the farm.
Yeah.
They weren't cars,
Yeah.
so they'll be walking.
Right.
So eating the carbs was okay because carbs are meant for energy to your body.
Yeah.
If you don't eat the carbs,
Yeah.
it turns into fat.
Yeah.
It stores as fat.
Yeah. Like
So-
you mean when you eat it, but you don't use it like to do some physical
if
activity.
you do not use it, sorry.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if you eat a carb, but if you do not expend the carbs,
Yes.
it will store as fat.
Exactly.
Currently, there's like cars are everywhere.
Yeah.
People going to work,
Yeah.
working in the office,
Yeah.
sitting down. They were sitting down also.
Yeah. So
Sitting
we are
down.
not as mobile as before.
Sitting.
So thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule
Oh, yeah,
to
definitely.
come and give some game to our people.
Always down.
Definitely we'll be doing part 2.
Yeah, definitely.
And we are also working out later on, so we will show some of the workout videos.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see,
But it's been a solid one.
But good. Yeah,
It's
Charlie,
been a
thanks.
solid one. Oh, yeah.